Hey everybody, Lauren Doyle here, your favorite teacher, mentor, and coach for all things intuition, transformation, and now habits. So today I wanted to talk about something that is really interesting. It's part of my background that has actually helped me work with people more effectively, and that is working with horses. So even though I have a business background in sales and business development, working with horses actually helped me a huge amount when it came to working with people, and this is why. So horses don't have a frontal lobe, so they don't have that part of their brain that's always analyzing things and that sort of chatterbox in the mind. Everything for them, and the largest part of their brain, has to do with sensory and sensory perception, how things feel through the body. So when you're training a horse or fixing issues with a horse, you're basically establishing patterns and creating habits in response to those patterns. So you give a stimulus or response, and then you give a stimulus, and then their response is how it feels through the body. So you establish a pattern so that it becomes so well learned that you can ask for that lighter and lighter and lighter and for less and less, and they'll have a response. Now, when you're breaking a bad habit with a horse, one of the things that all of the great horsemen would say, including my mentors, was that you had to address it before it actually happened. So my dressage mentor would say you need to ride one step ahead of the horse. My Western horsemanship mentors would say what happened before what happened. And working with people, so this is why this is important, working with people and especially with physical things that are happening or mental processes that are happening that have become habits or patterns that need to be disrupted, you work with a person in the same way that you work with a horse. So it's pattern, reestablishing new pattern, and pattern disruption. So when there is something that you want to change, if you, just like with a horse, if you have good timing, then you can address the negative habit with a negative stimulus in good timing. So exactly when that thing happens, right? So when that thing that you don't want happens, it's uncomfortable for that to happen. However, if you want to change the patterning or create new patterns and habits that are exactly what you want, right? The goal is to hit the trigger. So what happened before what happened. And that's the point that you want to get to actually change something. So I thought that was an interesting analogy, and it's come up quite a bit in working with people in the past and currently to make changes and really that patterning and that trigger is a super important place and piece in order to establish new patterns. So I hope that was interesting for you, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.